15 years.
15 years, and it's still
I
so
think
popular.
I think it may be the longest running. See, because we've not done seasons. We've been on. See, normally abroad they have seasons, like 3 months.
Right. Yeah, they take a break.
And 3 months. So they probably do 6 months in a year. We've been doing 365 days. We're on.
Continuously, yeah.
15 years. We just had a break for 6
How
months.
do you think that has been possible?
Well, that's how it is. It's worked, alhamdulillah. I mean,
what is the secret to you?
कुछ नहीं, ऊपर वाले का करम होता है, अपने बड़ों की दुआएं होती हैं, you know, that works for us. We think on that.
A lot of other, competitions that happen in television, the reality shows, they, the viewers' comments are there, and then viewers can play a role in that.
Voting and stuff. Yes.
But in Boogie Woogie, that is
yeah,
not
because
there.
we always felt that it's a very personal show. It is a craft and an art, and I don't expect that layman out there to understand the intricacies of that dance. So somebody may be a fantastic dancer, but that man is thinking, oh, this girl looks good, or she's more flamboyant, so she should be getting more marks.
Yeah, a lot of times somebody who's performing well maybe just voted out because people decided to vote for somebody else.
We've stuck to that. We keep people, and that's a very personal thing.
That is
and that's held.
one
That's
reason
why
it's so popular.
We don't do drama. We don't force tears and zoom onto their faces. Yeah.
But in terms of the success of the people later on, people being placed in the industry, how has that been? How successful has that been? The newcomers, how have you been placed them into the real industry? And
me, or you're asking my perspective?
The winners. The winners, how they've later on, how have they been placed in the industry? Those who win, those who perform well in the show.
A lot of people say, "Oh, we are exploiting children, talent, whatever." How are we exploiting? In fact, they are getting a platform to show their talent to millions of people, which otherwise was restricted to some 50 people in a small auditorium in a school, and they're watching.
In terms of exposure, it can't go bigger than this.
So what's wrong? Fine, we get to show them. It's a win-win situation. We get to show them. We enjoy it. There are people watching it. They get to show their talent. And if there, as we say, luck, and is there, somebody can spot and say, okay, I want this boy, I want this girl, and so many have become choreographers in the film industry today.
Well, it's time for us to take a break. So what we'll do is after the break, we'll talk about work.
Yeah, we'll have some biscuits and more coffee.
Yeah, we'll ask them to maybe give us some biscuits if they can.
If we can. Can we afford it? We'll afford it. Budget mein hai na?
প্রিয় দর্শক, একটা বিরতি নিয়ে ফেরত আসছি, আমাদের সাথেই থাকবেন। প্রিয় দর্শক, আবার আমন্ত্রণ আজকের বিশেষ সাক্ষাৎকার অনুষ্ঠানে। আজ আমরা কথা বলছি জাভেদ জাফরির সাথে। Well, no biscuits still, but I hope you still want to talk to us.
Low budget show है हमारा, कोई बात नहीं, बात तो करते हैं ना, बात करेंगे,
Next time.
बात करेंगे कि आप मीठी बातें करती हो, उससे पेट भर लेंगे.
Movies, you've seen some major successes recently as well. Are you enjoying yourself?
I always enjoy myself, whatever I'm doing. I've done a lot of things which a lot of people don't know about. Like, I started in college as a modeling, then I used to choreograph.
Tomato ketchup advertisement, you did that.
Then I was writing also. That's the point. I was copywriting, I've directed ads, I've produced ads, I've done jingles, I've sung a song which was #1 for 6 weeks on the charts called Mumbai, which was in a movie called Bombay Boys. Very, very popular in the clubs, and because it was a takeoff, a satire on the underworld in Bombay. So that's Mumbai, and a very, very popular song. Then I've written scripts for Disney for their movie, like I've done Jungle Book 2. So I did the Hindi script, the whole movie.
Wow.
Then there was a movie called The Incredibles.
Incredibles.
Yeah. Now that was made in Hindi, where Shah Rukh Khan dubbed for the lead character. There was Rakshanda. I did the villain, and I wrote the script. So I do all these kind of things. Then I've dubbed for Mickey Mouse through the series of Disney. Then I've dubbed for Goofy.
How do you find? Dubbing for a film. You're acting with your voice, basically. How does...
Dubbing for a film is different. Dubbing for a film
for kids' films, obviously. Things like...
One is when you dub for an animated character, which has already been dubbed in English. So you've already got reference points. So you have to speak like that, what he has spoken. So there's nothing you're bringing onto the table except copy. And maybe
but isn't that more difficult?
No. The nuances. Making an original character, which I did in a movie called Roadside Romeo, which was produced by Yash Raj. And Saif and Karina and myself. And that was because we give birth to a new character. So Charlie Anna was a dog, bulldog. So I have to speak like a bulldog and make the role, and they shoot my face and get the expressions and get the accent and develop the dialogue. I'm not adding, I'm just copying something. So,
but you yourself, you're so creative, and when you do things your way, you have your way of doing things, and then there's something that is said, you have to copy that. As an actor, how do you know?
But that's what I'm saying. So when you're doing
doesn't that feel bad, that, or strange that you have to copy somebody?
Yeah, but that'd be fine. But you try to give your own variation. That's the whole point. You try to add your. There was a television show called Takeshi's Castle, which used to come on